Hi, I'm John, and this is round 3 of season 2 of my F1 23 career mode series. And in this part we'll be racing on the Albert Park circuit in Australia. Okay, here we are in Albert Park, and looking at the weather forecasts, looks like we're gonna race in wet conditions. So yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Carlos Sainz is back on the grid. He has recovered from his appendicitis surgery, and yeah, Oliver Behrman did a good job covering for him last time around in Saudi Arabia, finishing P4. So at the moment he is the top driver for Ferrari in the driver's standings, since both Charles and Carlos have had misfortune in the first 2 rounds. So yeah, I also had a bit of bad luck, or well, I don't know if it was bad luck or just bad driving, but made a mistake last time around in Saudi Arabia at the end of the race, and that took me out of the points. So yeah, looking to bounce back this weekend here in Australia. Let's try to finish in the top 10 like we did last time around in season 1. So yeah, let's see if the wet conditions for the race are gonna cause chaos or how that's gonna go. But yeah, let's jump into qualifying and see how we perform. Alright, let's get out there and get a lap time on the board. Snap there. I messed up the entry. Alright. Provisional pole. That's surprising. Feel like I messed up by quite a bit. But yeah, there we go. Others are setting faster laps now. Let's just do one last run at the end here. That's pretty good.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Sainz, Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Alright, a surprisingly good result, to be honest. P6 in the end, and 4 tenths faster than my teammates. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I feel like I made 2 big mistakes on my first run, and then on my second and final run I was stuck behind a Haas car, so I don't know if I improved or not. It was pretty much the same time that my first run was, but yeah, I mean, I'll take it. P6 gives us a good chance of fighting for points in the race, so yeah, let's see how the race goes.
Well, once upon a time, this used to be the season opener before it fell victim to a pandemic reshuffling. But now Albert Park is back at the heart of the F1 calendar, so welcome to sun-kissed Melbourne for the Australian Grand Prix. We're a stone's throw from the enormous Port Phillip Bay for today's race at the 3.28-mile Albert Park circuit. It's a bumpy racing surface here, and the 14 corners can prove especially difficult in the wet conditions. So watch out for a safety car at some point during this Grand Prix. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Norris, McLaren, Perez, Russell, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Albon, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Joe, Gasly, Ocon, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. It's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Natalie Pinkham, good to have you with us here today. Your thoughts?
Well, first and foremost, I'm looking forward to staying dry here in the commentary box. Thank goodness. The rain, though, does add an extra level of spice, doesn't it?
Alright, so 10 laps on the wets and another 10 laps after that. Alright, let's do it. Yep, absolutely no grip. teammate status.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.5 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. They're in 13th place. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 48.8.
Yeah, I can only use it on the straights, pretty much. And even that doesn't seem to be a good idea. Weather report.
Okay, heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now.
Yep, copy that. Almost lost it.
Radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now.
Yeah, copy that.
Circuit's definitely looking better than it was a few minutes ago. If we could just move a bit more of that standing water, we might be able to go on to the intermediates.
Okay. Let me know. Definitely struggling.
car in front is 1.8 seconds.
Yep. I've got good pace if I can keep it on the road, but that's a big if. Full race update.
And you've got P7, 7th place. It's Perez ahead of you. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 2.6 seconds. They're on old wets. Russell behind, less than a second separates you. They're on old wets. Okay, gap to leader, 11.7 seconds. You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens.
Copy that.
Safety car deployed, safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta, make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack. Okay,
Yep.
We've been informed of an incident which has resulted in lots of loose debris. There's been a track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
Yep, red flag. Calm down. Alright.
This is essentially a free stop, so let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race.
Yep. I think we can make it to the end. Yep. Alright, let's do it.
Good luck out there. Again. Green flag. Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta.
Copy. Who was ahead? Was Perez ahead of me?
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Yep, copy.
Tyre a bit longer, but there's no question the track's drying. We might be in a position to change soon.
Copy that. Just tell me when.
Okay, clear. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap. Overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
Yep. I can't do it mid-corner.
Make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Come on, Alex.
space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff.
Well, that's nice.
taking this position. Come on, you know what to do.
Yep. Well, that worked out well.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Yeah, let's try to hold on to it. Full race update.
That's P7 now. P7. Perez ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old wets. That's Alexander behind you. And the gap behind us is 1.1 seconds. They're on old wets. The distance to the leader is 0.2 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining.
Yep.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres.
Yep, copy up.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
All right.
overtake button and see what you can do.
Yeah, I've got this.
Gap to your teammate behind is 1.7 seconds.
Weather report.
Okay, so heavy rainfall here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon. Full wet seem like the best tyre for now.
Yep. So that's how it's gonna stay. Almost slid into the wall.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Copy.
The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now.
Yep.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
There's just no way to get past. Oh, but that's still a good result.
We've witnessed some great battles on the streets of Melbourne today then, and they've taken a fantastic win. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I love it when you go into a race day with no data from the weekend to fall back on. It's a real step into the unknown. Planning goes entirely out of the window.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen now leads the Drivers' Championship. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Carlos Sainz would be my first choice for this race. He had excellent race stamina, giving him the opportunity to charge through the ranks.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings, and Red Bull take over as championship leaders. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position A strong weekend for them as they fight their way towards the top. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Alright, that's it for the race, and yeah, that was eventful. We had the red flag due to Russell spinning right behind me, and that took out Hamilton, and I guess Stroll also got some damage from that and had to retire at after the red flag restart. And yeah, then we got the safety car from that, and I'm pretty sure Perez overtook me under the safety car, but yeah, what can you do? But yeah, Alex had a great start at the red flag restart, and yeah, I guess he climbed up into the points during the chaos that resulted in the red flag. So yeah, it's nice to have both cars in the top 10. We got a good amount of points for the team and for ourselves, of course. So yeah, I'd say we can be happy with this weekend. And yeah, looks like Ferrari got their form back together with Carlos taking the win right after his surgery. That's a pretty hardcore result. And yeah, just a nice race in the wet. Definitely wasn't easy. Each lap was a test of finding out where the limits are. Braking points were really difficult to find. I went wide a few times, even went on the grass a couple of times, and yeah, I felt like I had really good pace if I did everything right and kept it on the track, but yeah, that was easier said than done. But yeah, I'm just happy to finish the race and to finish it in the points. So yeah, a good weekend for us, and yeah, can't wait for the next weekend. So thanks for watching, like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to stay tuned for more.